All right, we're out here today at 8575 Royal Troon Drive. We're in Duluth, Georgia. Today is October the 22nd. It's about 1:45 in the afternoon and it's 72 degrees. All of these markings are old. The orange markings are old. The blue ones are newer. They're all just still here because it literally hasn't rained. If we go up to that slope up there, it's going to have, let's do that anyway. I want to do that just for the sole purpose of showing everybody that this roof has been rocked by hail damage. All right, so you got stuff like this, like in the hips, you know, clearly indented. This is the back slope, missing shingles. But let's get up here. This is from the adjuster meeting now. This is from the adjuster meeting. All of this stuff is marked up, right? Every single one of those dots is marked up. These things were taken photos of. And so you can see missing shingles here. Every line is a wind crease. 1, 2, missing shingle 3, 4, 5, 6 down there. 7, 8, 9, 10, missing shingle 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's missing shingle over there in the valley, 17, 18 down there. And then looks like right there, 19, 20. So right here, we've already got 20 missing shingles, or 20 wind damage shingles, not including the ones over here that we're about to perform a repair on. But I wanted to get up here just to show you how many dots are all over this roof. Stuff like this that's up on this ridge cap. The hip and ridge has damage all over it. And I get you, you know, hip and ridge is definitely capable of having pretty severe wear and tear. And wear and tear pretty much looks like that, you know, right? It looks like these valleys, high travel areas for feet, water, whatever. Hip and ridge will have wear and tear like that. But please tell me that this doesn't look any different than the wear and tear. I'll wait, because it completely does. But just for your reference, this is the front slope that was marked and photographed for the inspection when the inspector came out here. This is the right slope. I'm assuming they did the left slope. There was nothing written over here or no new markings from anything. Over here's the north slope. Look at that. That is clearly spatter right there on the front. There's some circled right there. Here's another piece of spatter. There's spatter all over the roof. Check out that right there. Hail damage all over it, right? So I'm gonna get back down here. We're here for a repair test, but I just had to show that because it's pretty inconsistent to have this roof marked up just like this, and to say that there's 2 hail hits and we're left with a roof that's circled up and it's been penetrated and impacted by obviously round objects. This is not blistering. This is not wear and tear. That has been physically hit by hail, which is what all these other ones. Look, there's some that are not even marked. Where are we at? Right here. The ones down here, it's clearly obvious. Gary, here, come grab this phone for me so I can slide back down here without pausing or turning off this video. I want to make sure that all of this is documented in one take where you guys can see the walk around. And I'm going to show you close-ups of the hail. Watch the side button. That new phone will pause it or turn it off. Did it?
No.
Okay. I'm coming down where you are.
Yep.
But I'm going to take them over here and actually show them up closest, since I have my pitch hopper over here, of what the hail is looking like. So look, this isn't even marked, right? And it's a concern of why this is not marked, because this clearly doesn't look like wear and tear, right? Here's some more just added wind damage to the case of, the 5 that were considered. Look at that right there. There's some more down here. Let's zoom in on those. That is very inconsistent with blistering or wear and tear, wind. But here's where it really gets interesting. So these are what we're considering hail, right? They have clear indentions. And this, actually, I'm excited that we're removing this shingle for the repair, because I'll be able to show you guys the back of this shingle to show you the indention or divot rather, where this has been impacted. It's squishy. I know the matting's bruised, but just check some of this stuff out, right? Like, look at this. Look at that. This one, there you go, fibers exposed. Looks like nails that are covered up. Check that out. It's everywhere. That is clearly a crater, clearly impacted. Same goes with all these other ones over here. You know, clearly impacted, all the way over to the side, all the way up to the top. You can see the markings. There's markings over here. Like I said, there's some in here that you can see that aren't even marked, but follow down there. But without further ado, we're here to perform this repair right here. Looks like they missed about, they only considered about 1/8 of the shingles that are actually damaged by wind. Over on this side, we've got 1, 2, down there's 3, 4, 5, and that's not to mention what we've got on the other side. So this whole roof wasn't even walked, which when we're looking at wind and hail, we should be looking for all wind. So it's inconsiderate of the homeowner if we're not going to do a full assessment of their roof. It's not fair. We've got to make sure that we're, you know, acknowledging all damage that's present. Let me trade you that foam for that roof snake. Actually, give me the roof snake. Stay right there. So here's the shingle. You can obviously see where it ends here and it ends here. So we're going to be pulling this one out. This shingle ends right here on the corner, so we have to manipulate this one, which that was crazy. It already looks like it's lifted. We have to remove or manipulate this shingle, and then this corner, and then this whole shingle. So you heard me in the video. We're using a roof snake. This is approved by all major insurance carriers for the best tool to perform repairs. So I'm going to hand this phone over here. Make sure it's not paused. Watch that side button. And I'm gonna perform a repair on this shingle. I get really low and sit. I'm right-hand dominant, so that's why I got my back to you. It's just the easiest way to do it. But basically, we just had to start by doing this. You know, this shingle's so brittle, it's already doing like micro tears. There it is, another one. There's nothing I'm doing other than removing or busting up the sealant to pull this. This thing is so freaking brittle. I just popped a nail out from doing that. It was crazy. But here we go. This shingle's already done up. This shingle's already broken loose, which is wild, but here it is. All right. I can feel it with the matting transfer. God, this is down hard. Here we go. I just broke that seam loose, or that side loose. This ripped right here. I've got 2 rips right here. This is the damaged shingle, so it doesn't really matter. And this one, looks like this one survived, but I broke this adhesive right here loose, and then here's another tear. So right off the bat, if anybody goes by the CAR method, which is the only way to perform a repairability test, CAR stands, C-A-R, it stands for compatibility, availability, and repairability. So we don't have a third-party shingle identification on this roof right here, so we can't really give an opinion on is it compatible or is it available. But what I can tell you from this ripping right here is it's damn sure not repairable. But we're going to proceed to get the nails out, because that's also going to be a you know, this is going to be, look at that, I'm trying to get to the nails and I'm ripping the shingle way more than it needs to be. Look at that, nail pops straight through it. So I'm tearing up this, but it's the damaged shingle. So at least that's giving it the benefit of the doubt there. It's already the damaged one, but I don't think it's going to be the case when we compromise the 2 shingles above it like this one's already been. And this shingle right here is so brittle too. I'm not even anywhere close to a 45 degree, and it's just fighting me to lay back down. And I've got to come under, all the way under, to get the nails, because of course they ripped right through. That shingle ripped right there while I was holding it up, just so you know. I'll get a better view of that when I get the camera back this way. That's the shingle that was already damaged, and of course we have to go under here to get that nail out right there. So all those nails are out. Look how brittle this is. This is insane. Look, not even at a 45, and I'm struggling to keep that up. I got to come up under here and get these nails out. This is going to be disastrous. All right, that ripped straight through, so that doesn't matter. That, I just broke the seal there. I can hear it breaking. This whole thing's breaking apart. Golly. This is the only thing I can do to get these nails out. There's material, everything's falling from down here. I'm having to pull these nails through because they're stuck all the way up in here like that. This shingle just completely ripped. I'll show you that in a second. It ripped over here by the nail, so there's, you know, this shingle is unable to be nailed down properly over here. They're starting to come apart because these are obviously two-piece shingles. Right here, it's starting to completely come apart. They're almost two individual pieces now. Let me see how many more nails I got, because this has got to be close. That nail's still everywhere, and this roof is not wanting any more. Look at that. Look at that. I'm having to go up under everything just to get the nails out. Of course, that's gonna rip through and just play the same part as all these other shingles, all these other nails. All right. Boom. All right, so that's exactly where I thought that hail had hit this roof. So I'm gonna show you guys that. And I'm also, here, take this for me so I can spin around.
Yep, do you want the phone?
Yep, I'm gonna spin around and then grab it.
Okay. I'm gonna go, do you want me to grab the new shingle?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't want my nails to fall off.
Zoom back out.
Okay. All right, so here's the damaged shingle, right? So here's the shingle that I was saying we had hail, and it's marked, right? So look where that's at. Flip it right over here, and check that out. That's a direct impact from right there. Look at that. From right there to right there. That is a clean and clear impact of some sort that has hit this roof, damaged this shingle all the way through, right? And I bet you, if we look close enough through the other shingle, we might be able to find where it hit it. Because right here, it's very soft to the touch, okay? So this is the old shingle, right? This is, look what it does. Just rips all through there. This is the already damaged shingle right there, and it's got hail damage on it, which I just proved to you on the back. But this shingle ripped here, it ripped there. Go ahead and pass this one off to Gary while he holds the shingle that we're gonna put in place. But we had to manipulate this. This shingle ripped right here. This shingle ripped right here, and this shingle ripped. And then upon trying to get the other nails out, look how brittle that is. You can't even pick that up, right? I am putting it, look at that, rip some more just by holding it. Not even close to a 45 degree, right? We have to get nails in here and we have to get nails out of here. So when you have a nail right here that you're trying to pull out and you have to pick the shingle up, now it's in two pieces, so it lifts up pretty damn easy, but that's completely compromised. That shingle's ruined. But we're gonna put this shingle in here. I would never condone continuing with a repair. Have this one zoomed out a little bit.
It doesn't
Actually, come
fit.
back over here, Gary.
It doesn't fit.
Come back over here.
Yep. It does not fit.
Not even gonna be able to make this repair. I'm gonna have to shove this thing in here because look how much we're overlapping. This shingle is much bigger than the shingle we're working with. Here's the shingle, line it up right there on the shingle that's there, and we're overlapping by almost half of an inch. So I don't know how I'm gonna put this in here. I'm gonna have to put it in there all funky like that, where it's overlapping. Would never, ever, ever, ever in 100 years condone doing something like this. But this is simply for the purpose of a repairability. We're way overlapping on both sides. Water can clearly and easily get up under all of this. So, hand this back over here. Trade me, let me have the hammer.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna put this shingle in here. And I'm gonna put this shingle in here. The roof snake is horrible for this, just so you guys know. But I'm gonna put this shingle in here. This stuff is magnetic. Actually, these aren't long enough. When I do a repair, you know, you've got a nail strip that you're supposed to target. I actually get comfortable here. We're on the side of a 12 pitch. This is not fun for us. It's not comfortable. We put our lives at risk for doing this, trying to prove what's obvious here, but we're doing it. But when I do a repair, I always do the shingle at an angle, or do the nail at an angle to give these shingles the benefit of the doubt. I don't condone doing that either, but this roof has already failed repairability, clearly, from the shingles just getting all torn apart. Granules rushing down the roof as I do this. So I'm gonna get this in here, show you what the roof looks like when I'm done, and it's not gonna be good. But I just gotta get this thing secured. I'm not gonna lift it greater than a 45-degree angle. You guys are gonna be able to witness that right there on video, but this is what we gotta do. See, this shingle just wants to slide down and do everything else because it's way too big to go here. This is ridiculous. Also, we got I actually wanted to show one more thing because I forgot to show this.
Yep.
We've got wide open holes here. So obviously these shingles were compromised, but look at this. I just went to nail this in. Check that out. This is from removing the nail. Look at that. All the way ripped, all the way through. Shingles completely compromised, leaving it wide open because what you see under there, right there, it's just this solid black, it's underlayment. So any water or moisture that gets under there, it's finding nail holes and it's going straight into the homeowner's house because they already have leaks. So we just have worse collateral damage than we already do. But this is that shingle that's very brittle. It's very hard for me to even get up. Golly, it's a pain because these shingles are wanting to fight me and they're so brittle. This one should be easy because there's giant rips right through the damn shingle. Check that out. This doesn't even matter. It's already getting broken. All right. Well, let's just take a look at this. It's gonna have to be tarp because this roof got destroyed. But let's just take a look at this, right? Let's just take a look at this. So we already showed you that this shingle is way too, I mean, it's overlapping everywhere. The shingle ripped here, I already showed you this. This was from the takeoff of the shingle. This shingle is ripped here. Some of these sealant strips are busted loose from manipulation. So like there's all the way through, that's supposed to be sealed down and you can see all the way through. Next time wind blows, it's ripped. Here it goes, look how easy that is. So next time that's getting ripped up. We've got a ginormous rip right here. You guys saw that. And I pointed the fact that right here, this is all the way torn up. So